Thank you. That's always been
Bless my heart.
Yeah, that's the answer. But yeah, no, I think that would be great. G-Doc, let's just be smart about this. If we can do that there, I'll put this video on YouTube. If we can create a G-Doc that we can share and update, and we'll, like I said, we'll include everybody on. We want to add your sister to the list, Janet to the list, and then just, just thinking, because we're not going to meet again until the 28th, but I don't think that we need, obviously, we wanted to be communicating well before then.
The 29th.
29th, I'm sorry. The 29th, but I think that we can do that, and I think that would be good.
My question was that I saw that we on the thing are only scheduled for 3 sessions, but we have 5 in the the actual. So with those last 2, we're going to just we're going to set those dates as we get to them.
Yeah, basically, well, that's the 3 sessions when we meet face to face. But then I was counting, like your encounter session. In other words, if you go out somewhere, that's a time requirement. That's a window. So if you spend 2 hours down at the 3 hours down at the Trinity House, you're doing that on your own, or maybe you and your sister go, however you want to do it. People want to.
And then are we coming back to?
And then we're going
to.
Yeah, I want us to. My ideal. We have to discuss that. But the 5th meeting essentially was going to be doing an outreach effort.
Okay.
And I don't really know what that would be just yet. If it's going to the Nicholas house, they have a Halloween thing. I don't know. Like I said, that's presuming that's going to be one of the ones that we choose.
But we're still going to have to probably add another face-to-face meeting if we're going to actually reflect. Because if that's what the book is saying, this process is important. I think we should actually do it before we try to, you know what I'm saying? Like if we're going to say we want the missions group to go through this process, I think we should actually do it in our group.
Well, the reflection was intended to be, which is just on the table. The reflection was supposed to be basically the 29th.
Oh, okay.
That we all would go out and
do this before we come back.
Yeah, in other words, go to this shelter, whatever it might be. If you think you do your investigation. In other words, like my encounter was going to the Trinity House. Okay. That was my encounter, and then my reflection is to come back, and talk to the group about what I experienced there, what they have to offer, the enlightenment that I got out of being there, or whatever it might be. That was the intent. Now, but you bring a good point, though, and I don't know how we could do this. I need some suggestions. But if we say the last thing we do is to facilitate the first of whatever these outreach opportunities is, whichever one comes up first, and we say we're going to do that at the final meeting, quote, of this group. But then we brought all these other people in they're just at the encounter phase. Should we, at the part of our outreach service, have opportunity, just say, hey, we're all going to get together at Starbucks or, Urban Grind, and we're going to talk about this. Whoever wants to come out can.
Right.
Not mandatory. Like you go out and you say, well, we go out on a Saturday and we do this at Nicholas House, for instance, and then we say, well, the following Saturday we're going to get together at Urban Grind and kind of talk about it.
I think we should truly build that into. If we're saying that this is a structure that we want to follow, and we want to really facilitate transformation, then I think part of the curriculum building in should be the components that are necessary to facilitate that, to make it happen.
Yes.
Even if it's just if whoever maybe the team lead is for every particular outreach opportunity, whether it be a short term, long term, they say, well, if it's a short term one, hey, we're only going to meet, after we finish the experience, we're going to meet for 30 minutes and have lunch. Maybe if it's a daytime thing, it doesn't have to be formal, informal, as much as you want, but I definitely think it should be something that we consider as a fundamental part of mission. Yeah. If we're going to say that compact, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like, I feel like we're going to walk it,
I agree. So whatever that ministry is going to be, like whatever comes up first.
Right.
That we as a group will facilitate the reflection. That we say, okay, well, this is the first one, whatever comes up the bat first, and we'll figure that out. And then we come back and say either that day or the following Saturday, or whatever it might be, that we're going to have a reflection session. And we'll not,
So between now and the 29th, you want us to have the encounter?
I want you to have an encounter. I want you to investigate something. In other words, something that on these categories, what
and then when we come
how
back,
you're led.
We'll be reflecting.
Yeah.
And then the next time, the October, whatever it is, we will actually do whatever it is, the short term, long term, however we decide when we meet on the 29th. Okay.
Christina, if it's possible, I would really like to see if there's a time where we could maybe visit the Nicholas House.
Oh, sure.
Because those are kind of both of my areas, women and children.
Mm-hmm.
So, and you seem to already have a relationship with
Yeah,
them.
one of my students' moms actually works there, so.
Okay,
Mhm.
so that would be a good one.
Yeah, Yvonne Duray was the director there. I think she got married. That's her name. Probably something else.
Changed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're really a great.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, great, and it's. Yeah, that'd be no problem.
And it's not the biggest shelter in the world.
Right,
It's really,
exactly.
they really don't. I think they have 2 houses now, but
They actually start letting in men, interestingly, as long as they're men with
What is
children,
that?
as long as
What
you're
is that?
only with children.
Where's
Yeah.
this one?
I'm not even sure.
Like Grant
It's
Park.
right next across the street from Grand Park. Like, it literally is, you cannot tell it's a, because a lot of times with social activities, you have to be very careful with a lot of
Yeah.
women are leaving abusive situations
Right.
and
Yeah.
things like
you
that.
don't want it to stand
So,
out.
yeah, they don't
What's the
want
one that we went to, that's running about the bus station?
That's Gateway.
Oh, that's Gateway. Okay.
Gateway. I'm saying Gate. What's it called? Gate City.
Yeah, that's the gay
Gate
city.
City.
Gate City. Okay.
The
Yeah.
one that's
Thank you.
by the
This is a
downtown?
fundraiser our nonprofit is doing. I just want to share with you guys. If you're
Okay.
able to come.
Cool.
It's going to be
All
fun,
right.
and
I think I'll be in town.
yeah, it's really going to be a fashion
Rachel
show. It's
Jets.
for men, boys, men of all ages. But the great thing about it is that it's also for women who dress their men, and that tends to be the case, most of the time. I mean, even little, so we're going to have like vintage consignment boutiques. And one of our patrons,
great idea.
Impact, the owner of Blue Disc, she's going to be a vendor there. She has a consignment, name brand only consignment for young boys. So she'll be bringing all of her products and wares, and these are going to be, it's going to be an awesome event. But the proceeds go to our charity, so we definitely love the support.
Yeah,
Come
absolutely.
out.
Absolutely.
But I think Nicholas House will be good, especially, and Nicholas House will be good for short term and long term because they have a lot of needs,
Yes.
and then even long term, staying in the realm of homeless, there's a new shelter for homeless teens. Now I don't know how, because this shelter tends to focus specifically, most homeless teens now in Atlanta have tended to come from the LGBT community.
Yeah.
And so,
Yeah.
who knows what that can bring for church people, but for me, it's not an issue at
Yeah,
all. So,
yeah.
because
Well, I think
those tend to be some of our most fragile.
Sure.
So, but that's one of the few shelters specifically, besides the one that we already work with,
Yeah.
that are for
Yeah.
homeless children, not with their parents.
Yeah.
So I think that will
I'm
also
trying
be
to
something.
understand.
Well, in some
You
ways
saying
they
that
need
group
outreach
has
money.
more homeless children.
Absolutely, because oftentimes
Yeah.
their parents are putting them out compared to
Yeah.
most children who are homeless are still with their parents. They're connected with their parents if they're
Right.
minors. So when a homeless child is homeless without their parents, it's normally either because of extreme abuse and the state not stepping in time, or now the predominance is because they're part of the LGBT community and they have been